field house for today's boys third place championship between the Colcott Rice. Oh, sorry guys. It's a long week. Between the Cyril Pirates and the Binger-Only Bobcats. And now your starting lineup, starting with the visiting team, the Binger-Only Bobcats. Hey, sophomore, number 1, Winner Rodriguez. Hey, freshman, number 2, Winnie Mendoza. Hey, sophomore, number 3, Easton Allen. Hey, sophomore, number 10, Cody Raines. And they senior, number 3, Hunter Taylor. And then the Bobcats coached by Cody Robinson from the spring. Now for the home team, the Cyril Pirates. They senior, number 11, Cody Raines. Hey, sophomore, number 13, Welsh Harmon. Hey, sophomore, number 14, William McElroy. Hey, senior, number 20, Cody Martin. And they senior, number 21, Cash Bay. And Cyril Pirates coached by Shane McElroy, Ty Harmon, and Cody McKee.
I had to look twice.
Of the day covered, and as such, the 26th game of the 2024 Caddo County Basketball Tournament. Third place game for the boys, Bingeroni versus Cyril, and we're officially underway. We'd like to thank our coverage sponsors for today's live stream and video highlights for the Cyril Pirates First National Bank and Trust and for the Binger-Oni Bobcats Legacy Bank. The Caddo County Basketball Tournament is presented by CK Energy. This one ought to be fun. Couple of breaks gone the other way, another direction. This easily could have been a team of the two in the championship game, just didn't fall their way. Going to flip the scoreboard there. Binger is officially the visiting team on the scoreboard. Cyril will be the home team. And the putback is good. Cyril gets on the scoreboard. This one is going to be hard to keep track of. They are going fast, full more, 4-bore motor. Jump shot in the corner, nothing but net. Cyril takes his first lead of the game, 5-0 run for the Pirates. And not to be outdone. And Binger back on the lead, 7-5. No good on the shot. Rebound cleared out. Cyril. Outside three. No good. Post, pivot, shoot, scores.
Next, Harvey.
Harmon ties the game 7 apiece.
Ethan Allen.
Off the mark, no good. However, I believe it's going to be a foul, and he may be shooting three.
And on shoot three. Harrison.
Cash Day, the senior for the Pirates, shooting three after the foul.
Second for Bobcats, number 11, Mendoza. And number 13, Ethan Harper.
Halfway through the first quarter, we've had a couple of lead changes and several momentum shifts. It is a super tight game. Woo, that one is downtown. Foley, you can't defend that. McLemore and Day taking turns feeding the ball into the paint. Lawrence can't get the post up. Both of the teams actually had opportunities last night. The only difference is Cyril led for Cobb Roxton for 2 quarters. Binger pretty much played from behind virtually the entire game against Apache. And so a little bit different dynamics. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out and tries to prove last night was a fluke versus just trying to salvage a positive experience for the rest of the tournament. I know that these kids, they probably won't publicly say, yeah, we want to win third place. But if you can't win first place, they do want to win it. So I would expect to see the best of both teams here tonight. Very athletic, quick. Should be a fun, fast-paced game. In the paint, scores. We're going to have a reach and foul called. Trying to, yeah, I think that was 10 Bodie Rains, the sophomore, trying to steal the ball and ends up just kind of colliding with the ball handler. 2:39 to go. This is our sixth game of the day. Two more coming up. Championship games featuring Cyril versus Mountain View Godibo for the girls. And then in the boys' game, Boone Apache versus Fort Cobb Broxton. Tightens up the game once again. 2-point lead for the Bobcats. If it was a three, it should be 18-13. So we'll keep an eye on the scoreboard to see if they bump that. Could be a misspeak by the PA guy. He's done all the games like I've done. And after a while, sometimes you don't mean to say something you do, and vice versa. You should, but you can't. Your mind's just kind of wandered on you. 142 remains here in the first quarter. It's been a fun, fast-paced game early on. Dalen Adamson, sophomore for the Pirates, trying to split the pair here on the free throw. Feeds him into the paint. Reverse layup is good. 1 minute to go. Okay. I'm going to have to move if you guys can't keep it down because you're on my entire feed. Inside of 20 seconds to go. And it is a turnover. Just under 8 seconds to go. And stolen jump shot is no good. Your score through one. Bingeroni 21, Cyril 14. You're watching Prep Nation TV. Okay. Gentlemen, I try to be as polite about this as I can. You're on my entire feed, the whole conversation. Everybody's listening. Literally, there's 600 people listening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing a broadcast and
Yeah.
they are too.
They're doing a simulcast on the radio. I'm doing the broadcast for the actual audio.
Oh,
Video.
okay.
Fast-paced quarter for Binger. They've led throughout. They have been able to get the early shots to go their way, three-pointers galore, and it has been an athletic, fun matchup of the two teams with exceptional explosive ability. I'd like to thank our coverage sponsors for today's live stream, Washita Valley Bank for Fort Cobb Broxton, and then for Binger Oni High School, Legacy Bank. The 2024 Caddo Tournament is presented by XCK Energy. Like to thank them for sponsoring a huge donor for the programs and for the opportunities here for the teams to play. Gives them the platform and an opportunity to excel, learn life lessons, and be able to, more importantly, learn the value of achievement and reward. Binger now trying to extend the lead up 7, 21-14.
The Pirates, number 21, Cash Day. At the 23, Eastern Allen.
Allen on the line now to shoot a pair. 7:29 remains. So if Binger was due for a positive rebound game, this is clearly it. They were out of sorts yesterday multiple times. They did get back and tied it and got very close with Apache. However, they weren't able to just kind of get over that hump. They look much more like themselves here today. I think the biggest difference yesterday in the game with Apache is the Warriors actually outsped and out hustled the Bobcats, which was their real strong point and is obviously on full display here against Cyril. They are very quick, very nimble, very athletic, and they present problems on multiple sides of the ball. In between, just too high on that oop without the alley. Cyril trying to keep this inside of a 10-point game. They just absolutely fell apart yesterday versus Fort Cobb Broxton after leading in the first and second quarter. And we've got a jump ball on the floor. It's going to remain Cyril, as you can just see right over here on the far corner. And to the hoop, double-digit lead for Bingeroni. Into the paint. Man, it's easy breezy now. Cyril in a world of hurt here if they don't figure out how to cut off those lanes, disrupt the timing because they are just zipping in, out, passing, and flying on down the road. Tries to drive and penetrate, is deflected and stolen. Watch out for a potential foul behind. They're going to go coast to coast and score, though. This is definitely the appropriate time for a timeout. Cyril has lost control of the game, and Binger has blown it wide open, doubling up on Cyril 29-14. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage of the 2024 Caddo County Basketball Tournament here at the Anadarko Fieldhouse.
Go hard, man. Go hard.
I think the real goal for Cyril on this particular possession Guaranteed score, call whatever play it's going to give you the 100% chance or as close as it gets to that 100% chance to score. I would not try anything fancy. I would stick strictly by the books and the matchups. There you go. There's your play. Yeah, we have a travel call. I think that started in the process before reaching in anyway, so correct call there. 29-16, Binger Oni. It's an opportunity here for Cyril to get some much needed momentum shift and try to get their first back-to-back score since early in the first quarter, and they do.
Yeah.
4:49 remains in the second quarter. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage of the 2024 Caddo County Basketball Tournament presented by CK Energy. Hmm. 'Back-to-back scores. Correction, back-to-back-to-back scores. And it's a 6-0 run for Cyril.
Checking in for power. Number 11. Local. For God, David Hickman. At the last city, Tony Ray.
Misses the first free throw.
Checking in for power. Number 21. Cat Day. Calvin Watkins. Number 1. Bringing up 3.
Well, the crowd definitely getting into this one late in the second quarter. Binger with a 10-point lead. Apologize for that little glitch on the panel. It'll be a charge call. Mendoza enters the game once again for Binger Oni. Cyril finally gets a defensive stop. Little kid almost just got ran over. I don't know where the adults are, but there's two little kids just chasing each other on the floor. And one was within inches of getting plowed over by the basketball player. Thankfully, he wasn't farther back on the court. Jump shot is off the mark and no good for Mr. Cash Day. And that's just too easy. And stolen. Carter Taylor, here he goes. Back to back. Downtown he goes. 4-0 run, Bingeroni.
56 seconds. 30 seconds.
Just under 50 seconds now to go before halftime. And Cyril with the shot. Binger will hold for the final shot, ostensibly in the quarter. And that'll take us to halftime. We'll see if it's a three made. Oh, and it is. Teams trade threes to end the second. 14-point lead, 37-23. Bingeroni, you're watching Prep Nation.
the baller back in the house again. All right, so here's the deal. I need a chauffeur to drive me to Tacoma. Just a couple minutes outside of Wolfsburg. Just a little bit. I thought it would be cool eventually to have the winners and hand it off to us.
First and half.
Started the third quarter. I'm not sure exactly what the issue is. However, we have had two different school members from different schools come up to the referees, and I'm not sure if we're trying to confirm a player number, a foul count, or possession to start the game.
Start the second half. Bigger only basketball.
Apparently that's what they were trying to kick over or mull around. So it'll be Binger Oni ball to start the third quarter. They have a commanding 14-point lead over Cyril. I'd like to thank everybody that has tuned in throughout the week. We have had a record of viewership based upon the numbers that I looked at last year and the year before. Keep in mind, I haven't been able to look at all of them, but just the recent ones that I saw for the Tech Center, we have absolutely shattered record numbers for people watching, and I'm thankful and appreciative of that. I know it hasn't worked out exactly the way that everybody preferred, with Don and Fern to be the ones on The Voice, but nonetheless, they are doing the simulcast for KACO. So you can listen to them on the radio station. Prep Nation, happy to step in for the first year. Don't know if we'll do it again, to be honest, but we'll see. And if we come back, we'll do our best to try to pair them in next year, hopefully with some wireless headsets or lavaliers that allow them to still go out on the call center through their voice box, but then try to tie into a camera system that's actually streaming the game. 37-23, Binger, a nice bounce back game after last night's disappointing loss against Boone Apache.
Okay. No kidding. Already paid. That's a lot of things for the power. Great neck one.
Weird thing about a lot of the games that I see are just the subtle nuances of getting a break. Pulling one player and putting someone else in, trying a different size or speed, just changing up your defense or setting it man-to-man instead of just falling into a zone. And we'll see if Cyril can make similar adjustments at the start of the third quarter. Game just really, frankly, it got away from them in the second quarter. And Binger is in full command right now. So barring some real serious foul trouble or changing and getting much more aggressive on defense, definitely Binger's game to lose right now. It's like we're living in a tale of two worlds. It is steamy hot here inside the gym, and I know for sure that it is cold outside. When I got up this morning and drove here, it said that it was 11, then it built up to 13, then eventually I think it crept up to maybe 15 or 17 somewhere in that area today here in Anadarko. But man, it was just chilling walking out the door. So I definitely get how some of the schools could kind of start late, and biologically, I say late on the start of the game being so early, their body starts late. And we kind of saw that in a couple of the games earlier today where the action was not that compelling. I think at one trek during the Seaman and Gracemont game, there were like 14 consecutive turnovers back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the adults aren't immune from that either. Sometimes if you just don't get enough electrolytes or enough sleep, it's kind of a rough start to some of these tournament days. This game will end well before the start of the 6 o'clock championship game between Cyril and Mountain View Goatybo. They are going to clear the gym right now. We've got, in effect, an hour and a half right now to kill. You would have to think that the remainder of this game will go at least 30 to 45 minutes still. And I figured there'll probably be about a 15-minute to a 30-minute break or recession just for them to, no other reason, just to clean some facilities, check the bathrooms, and get stuff ready for, I would assume, will be a peak crowd for tonight, based upon the attendance so far for Cyril and Fort Cobb Roxton being local, in addition to Mountain View Goaty Bow. I mean, they have been bringing people to the gym every night. And they have definitely been watching. So thank you guys. Nice. Gets out of trouble. I like the aggression by Cyril. They're going to have to really tighten this up and make it tough on Binger. Flicks the ball right to him, so the rebound goes to the Pirates. Here they come flying down the floor, pulls back and slows it down. I'd like to thank our coverage sponsor for tonight's live stream and video highlights for the Cyril Pirates First National Bank and Trust and for the Binger Oni Bobcats Legacy Bank. The Caddo County Basketball Tournament is proudly presented by CK Energy. An easy bucket. You have not seen a lot of those by Cyril, but that is exactly what they need. Make them pay. And just like that, Mendoza says, aha, I'll raise you. Cute little girl there and her brother. They're playing some games, hide and seek with each other. Makes it a lot tougher when the crowd is smaller.
Number 2, Ricky Mendoza.
Hannah kicks it in. You could tell that Harmon really wanted to drive and penetrate, or correction, McLemore did, but he decided to pass it over to Harmon and let him set up the play. Jump shot, oh boy. Well, the patience pays off for Mr. McLemore. After letting Harmon take the three, he gets an opportunity, but just can't get the foul call his way. And as a result, he literally just short on the inverse layup. Boom is exactly right. Mendoza has just been an absolute trip hammer with that rainbow three during the tournament. I bet you he's got at least 10 of them. And Cyril, nicely done, young man. Sorry, we were trying to get the highlight to capture, and I don't know if we got it in time. Hopefully, later in the game, it's not just going to be a blank spot. Cross-court pass. And back top of the key for Mendoza to do a double dip. Julian Mendoza losing possession of the pass. Remy, number 2, the freshman. Julian, number 11, the junior. So the call is a charge by the Bobcats. Fourth foul.
Rodriguez.
Fourth foul in the quarter for Bingers, so keep an eye on that. They're one away from putting Cyril in bonus, and that will be really helpful. We're missing multiple players on the floor. There we go. Now they're back up for Cyril. Harmon with a nice jumper. And the lead back now to a more manageable 11. Cyril can somehow trim it under 10. Oh, yeah. Nice block. They may have a fighting chance in the fourth quarter to wear down Binger. Boom, turnaround jumper. And they do, in fact, get it down. And another turnover. Well, what a turn of events here in the third quarter late. The Boo Birds are out today. Nice defense by Binger. However, Cyril double dips him and gets the steal, and it goes in. 1 minute to go before the end of the third quarter. Uh, that kid has got a flick of the wrists. It's almost like he takes the ball and like a guitar pick and just flicks it with both fingers. Here we go, Binger. Block shot. Put back is good, though. And just like that, back to a 12-point lead. If I'm Cyril, I either call a timeout and set this play up perfectly, or I go slow down and try to get the last shot. Under no circumstance do I give them a freebie to try to crack me with another three. Oh, boy. Not only did he potentially get injured on the foul, but he may have now fouled him trying to shoot a three. So we're going to see if they're going to give him range of motion or a block. Okay, it's a block shot.
Taking it in for Bigger Owen, 20, Park Taylor. Champion Pirates, number 5, Cyril.
Misses it. Puts it back. No good.
At the end of the third quarter, your scores were 40, Cyril Bobcat, 50. Picking up in the base of Bobcat, number 3, Easton Allen. The 45th quarter, Cyril Bobcat. With our kicking team from Hartford,
That is a two-pointer instead of a three. I'll update the score.
Ed McLean. Walking in hard. Number 0, Eric McLean. After last 2, Brody Green. Douglas Gordon. Number 0, Jared Hinton. Getting again for Cyril, number 21, Cascade. And number 20, 81. Number 3. The 2022 is the first quarter. 67 times, big rating. Again, we never really completed that. The championship team. We were at the game. Thank you. Football, Brooklyn Big Early.
Well, every time Cyril makes a punch, it is a counter punch and then another punch by Binger Oni. Bang.
The fourth shot remaining in regulation. 60-second timeout. Cyril. Like we did it together. To the independent the Taylor scoring the 7th point. Congratulations.
Sorry about the craziness with the scoreboard panel. I've never had it go 3 or 4 digits before like that. And somehow it automatically reset it at 0, then added it double again. So I apologize.
Nash Hartman.
Hartman to the hoop to score.
Yeah. They're getting from the park. Morning, morning. Yes, Morgan. Number 14. Again. Again.
156 to go.
Number 20, Carter Taker. Entering into the power 22, Eric McLean. And number 5, Stephen Scott. Entering for Bigger Rooney, number 11, Julian Wilson. That was on the power 15, Eric. Then Hartman. Next, Martin. Number 3, David Edmond. That's the line, 2, Harley Payton.
Well, congratulations to Binger. They will be your third place consolation winner, joining Loki the Sickles. And Cyril just won't be able to quite catch up to the offensive barrages of Binger throughout the game. That'll leave just a championship game tonight between Cyril and Mountain View Godibo. And Apache and Fort Pop Broxton is our final games of this year's tournament. That'll do it. Your final score, 74-58. Bingeroni, congratulations to the Bobcats. They are your third place consolation winner.
And at center court, Inductor Athletic Director Kit Jackson to present the 2024 CK Energy Cattle County Basketball Third Place Trophy to the Bingeroni Bobcats. Congratulations to both teams. It's now like everybody to please exit this basketball gym. So get ready for the championship games tonight. So please exit the gymnasium, please.